Unfortunately, the friend that was going to create a polished character design for me based on my sketches had some foreseen circumstances that he had been busy with. He wasn't able to create a character in time, and I ended up using my own original sketches to start modeling. I didn't start modeling anything until Friday, so bear with me because I didn't have a lot of time to film. Actually, let me break down my character before I show you the process. I decided on a stuffed rabbit. I added all these little details, like how the mouth would open and reveal rows of teeth, or how the eyes would swirl in, endless abyss type of way. I wanted to create stitches that open into something like eyes or teeth, but I realized I was getting ahead of myself and my capabilities. And since I was starting all of this at the end of the week, I had to cut my losses and do what I was capable of. The tutorial I was watching was to create a completely different character from mine. I just chose the tutorial because it kind of resembled the look I was going for in my own character, which meant it was kind of difficult when the tutorial character would look one way and then I wanted my character to look another way, and I would have no idea how to tweak it in that way since the tutorial didn't provide that information. And so I ran into a lot of problems and had to keep looking up the issues. Creating the base of the character wasn't too difficult since I've made characters before that basically used the same techniques, but when I started going more and more into the character and wanting to create little details like the stitching, I truly had no idea how to achieve that, and I could look up answers on the internet, but there weren't always answers to the specific questions that I had. And so either I just had to omit the idea that I had, or I just had to improvise. A great example that you're going to see through this video is the ears. I wanted my ears to look one way, and they were just not going to look that way. And I still have no idea how to make them in the long floppy way that I want them to be. I tried finding another tutorial that would have a kind of similar idea to what I was looking for, or I was looking up ways that I could bend the objects, but I didn't have enough knowledge to understand what people were talking about on the internet, nor could I figure it out. So you're just going to watch me struggle for a little bit trying to create the ears the best that I can, but in the end, we're not going to use those ears. They're going to look completely different. On Saturday, I finished the rest of the body, at least as far as I could go. I had to record some of the footage on Sunday just because I didn't really record much on Saturday, but this is the body that I was able to get by the end of Saturday night. And here I'm just adding some remaining details that I wanted to make. If any of you know how to achieve the floppy bunny ear look, I would absolutely love if you could let me know, because I spent so long trying to figure it out. and could not figure it out for the life of me. The tutorial I was watching gave the cat clothes. It had the cutest little outfit. I didn't really want to give my bunny an outfit, but I was seeing that the character has a little scarf and a little triangle necklace, and so I was trying to make that for my bunny, and I don't know what it is, but I kept running into problems. This part took so long, especially because it wasn't even in my original character design. I just decided to add it on a whim, and so I was having such a tough time and it was taking so long. Eventually I got it down and made them into circles because I wanted to make a little bow tie for my character, and I felt like circles would go with a bow tie a little bit better. So that's what you're seeing in this clip. And yeah, that basically finishes up week 2. This is my final product of right now. I know it doesn't have eyes, there are no solid ears, there's no texture or anything yet, but I will be working on that in week 3. I will also be coloring it and trying to add all the details that I missed. I genuinely have no idea what I'm going to do about the ears. I'm still debating. I thought of making it into a mouse instead of a bunny, but I think I'm going to try my hardest to create ears that look good. We will see. But yeah, until next time, bye!